talking Krusty doll? I didn't order this. Problems? Call 1-900-DON'T-SUE. What? That's a poster.
I'm Krusty the Clown, and I love you very much.
That's pretty awesome. This will go perfect for my Simpsons video. There, that's better. Welcome home, Krusty. Let's go to bed, baby. Sally. Okay, lights on, camera rolling, mic check. Let's go and get this Simpsons episode going. On September 16, 2003, developer Radical Entertainment released what a lot of people call the definitive Simpsons game. That being The Simpsons Hit&Run. Now there have been countless games that have come out in the past, but see, what makes this game stand out is the heavy inspiration that it takes from GTA, at least in the world design. Ever since then, the game has been a huge hit, and I'm surprised that we still haven't gotten a sort of port or at least an HD remake for the game. The game was praised by critics and gamers all around, totaling a 3 million record sales worldwide. Now what makes this game really awesome is the fact that it actually takes place on Halloween, or I would say leading up to Halloween. You know that because in the loading screen they have newspaper clippings of each chapter, and it says October like 25th, 28th. I think that's kind of what it says, but it leads up to the finale October 31st. Cool thing though that I wanted to add is the main menu. If you change the date on the Xbox or the PlayStation or whatever when you actually play the game, instead of having just Homer sitting around with his, or passed out with his stuffed beer like watching TV, the whole living room changes either from Halloween, Christmas, and I think other holidays, which is a really nice touch. So the plot consists of the citizens of Springfield experiencing weird phenomenons, with having hordes of wasps with built-in cameras, crop circles, mysterious black vans, and of course the brand new drink called Buzz Cola, which is advertised by Krusty the Clown.
Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola.
And so Homer does his usual thing of screwing things up and getting into trouble. Meanwhile, while Bart is trying to find a new video game, he comes across a bright light and it abducts him. And so that's when the plot kicks in, having the rest of the Simpsons family and Apu figure out what exactly happened to Bart. Where is he? However, later on in the game, when you're playing as Lisa, she finally finds Bart, only for him to have amnesia and speaking in complete gibberish. And so the Simpsons family and Apu do some digging only to find out that the soda, Buzz Cola, is actually being used to target people in Springfield to use them as mind control. And with the duo of Bart and Apu, they find out who the real culprits are. That being Kang and Kodos, the aliens from outer space. In general, I would say that the plot of this game feels like an episode of their Halloween specials, The Treehouse of Horror.
You stupid idiot.
What the hell is going on with this thing? You know, I better keep my eye on you. Let's go.
I'm Krusty the Clown, and I don't like you.
It's probably exhaustion from not taking a break. What the fuck? Sally, is that you? What the fuck?
But coming home to you makes it all worthwhile.
Oh, hell no. Come here. Do you guys know that Krusty doll that was here? I don't know where or how, but that thing was like possessed or something, because it was talking. I mean, you guys saw it was talking and stuff. I just want to let this out in the review before I post it on YouTube, because it was crazy. I got rid of it though. It's in the garbage. I mean, can't really do anything anymore. It threw me off. I had to take a break, but let's get started with the rest of the review, okay? Now, I would say that the presentation of this game is top tier. I mean, there is so much attention to the detail. The world basically feels like the definitive Springfield. Like you're just in the cartoon, if I would say. It's perfect. It's so vibrant. The voice actors are all there reprising the roles. It's perfect. Now, there are a total of 7 levels in this game, and each of them have a various amount of missions that you complete with the characters in that certain level. Not only that, but each character has a different location that I would say matches their aesthetic in a sense. What I mean by that is that there's not really a day or night cycle in this game, like in the GTA games. Homer, I would say, is in the morning. Bart is around noon. Lisa is almost sunset afternoonish. Marge is around nighttime, and Apu, I think he's also evening time, but almost to the dusk area, something around there. One of the cool things that I find is just that each character also has a select soundtrack. For example, Bart has that rock always playing around when he's driving. Lisa has the classic and smooth saxophone. However, Apu, I would say, has the best music in the game. I don't know what you would call it really. I mean, I would say it's like Hindi music, something that you would hear like from a Bollywood movie. And it is freaking awesome. I mean, it's a vibe, honestly. I also did want to include that you can go into popular landmarks in the game from the show. So for example, Moe's Tavern, obviously the Simpsons house, the power plant, and so on. Now my favorite mission actually takes place on Halloween, and it changes the entirety of Springfield. With the skies all cloudy, you see witches flying across the sky, houses have Halloween decor, you see jack-o'-lanterns everywhere, and so since the invasion of Kang and Kodos have started, the undead rise up in Springfield. You see zombies in the game, you see people also dressed in Halloween costumes. Also, the vehicles that like the citizens drive around, they all change too. Now the game having to be in semi-open world, there are a set of collectibles that you can get. For example, the most important one that you have is the Buzz Cola coins, which you have to collect to advance further on into the missions, because you either have to buy a car or different outfits to continue on in the story. Now one of the things that makes this game very different than other games is that you don't really have a health bar. You don't take damage at all. What happens is though, when you actually do get penalized, for example, if you get zapped by the hornets, you lose Buzz Cola coins. And of course, if you fill up your hit and run meter, you will get fined 50 Buzz Cola coins. Now, how do you fill up that hit and run meter? Well, you either damage things or, well, you let free will take over and run other people, like in GTA.
And not just the men, but the women and the children too.
So we've mentioned many things about this game, but the most important thing is, how's the gameplay? I mean, that's what basically determines if the game is fun. And well, I mean, it's fun, I would say, to a certain extent. See, let me explain. The game is in a third-person style. The only thing is that you're barely on foot in this game. It mostly relies on driving, which is not bad, but when you really think about it, when you really want to explore Springfield, you basically have to force yourself to get off of the car and actually walk around it to like actually enjoy it to like its fullest, because you're constantly in every mission, and I dare I say it's every mission is in the car. You're basically just collecting an item and bringing an item to the other location. That's kind of it. And see, this is where my negatives come into the game. The driving, since you're basically doing that around like 95% of the time, is a hit or miss. Sometimes it feels really good, and other times it just aggravating. I mean, when you lose control or you hit something, or if you're trying to reverse or turn around, the car takes 5 business days to actually start the engine and move on. Same thing as when you get off the car and get on the car, it takes forever. And do you know why I'm frustrating on this? Because every mission is timed, or if anything, I would say 99.9% of missions are timed. And not just when you get on the car and are about to start it. No, immediately when you talk to the person that gives you the mission, the timer starts. So sometimes you're actually in the house, right, in Homer's house, and while it's going, you have to run out your house and then get on the car. And if your car is parked somewhere all the way in the end, it's still timing you. It is very aggravating. And then that comes into the side missions. All side missions, again, are also timed. The civilians around Springfield also don't know how to drive. If you're going straight, for some reason, they just decide to hit you and you lose control. And when you lose control, it takes forever, like I mentioned. Then when you're doing a mission, they normally have like different like sections towards it. If you fail it, you have to restart the entire mission most of the time. And that can be rather annoying, and it's very time consuming. But see, here's the thing. They knew that was going to frustrate people, because guess what? I lost so many times that I was getting a section when you hit retry, it says to continue, yes, hit no, and on the bottom it says skip. You can skip the damn mission. They knew this game was frustrating, and they still give you that option. I never skipped the mission. I just had too much pride in myself. But my gosh, that drove me insane. I actually was just getting really annoyed with the game, and I just wanted to break the disc, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. Then the glitches. This game is known for having a lot of glitches that mess up your progression in the game. I was very far into a mission and I accidentally hit a car, right? And the item that I had to get, the MacGuffin, they hit the item that I'm supposed to collect, and the item went through the freaking wall. And I lost the mission because of that. Why do the other cars get to interact with the object that is just in place for me? Like, the NPCs should not be able to touch the objective except for me. And I lost many times because of that. The final level in the game, when you're in Springfield and it's being taken over by the aliens, and it's Halloween themed, which is awesome, right? That gets ruined because the last 3 missions in the game are rinse and repeat. I kid you not, you have to do the same damn objective, grabbing the nuclear waste from the power plant and taking it to the alien ship and having it basically blow up. They couldn't figure out a way how to do a boss battle or a race. No, you had to do the same thing every time. That frustrated me and I cannot stand it. I was just so surprised that that was the ending of the game. I didn't remember that as a child. I think I got confused. I honestly thought there was a race in the end of this game. Maybe I'm being confused with the other Simpsons game that came out, the Simpsons movie, which personally, I'm gonna be honest, I think that's a way better game than this one. This game, I get it. A lot of people like it. I do too. It depicts Springfield the best. Problem is, it's just the glitches and the gameplay. There really isn't much substance to it. But through all that, the game is fun and rather nostalgic if you played it as a kid. I would recommend it for anybody that hasn't played it. I mean, it can be fun. Just get ready for some really frustrating moments. I mean, you can at least skip the missions. I just don't know how many you can skip. Okay, well, we completed the video. That doll was mad creepy, man. But I am getting tired. Ugh, I should be going to bed.